Elon Musk is a master of productivity. Owning Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter, and others make him a really busy guy. His secret to manage this huge amount of work is to apply 7 different techniques that we will be covering in this video. The most important one by far is developing a broad knowledge base in the topic you want to master. He calls it seeing knowledge as a semantic tree, and at the end of the video, we will explain you exactly how it works. So stay tuned to learn how you can increase your own productivity. Let's focus on the very beginning, because the first technique is to start the day with the most important task. Elon Musk focuses on not wasting time on things that don't make things better, so he starts his workday by answering important emails that allow his employees to get on with their tasks. Usually, the most important task in your job is the one that requires the most mental effort or creativity, so it would be ideal to be done at the beginning of the workday. Still, it is no less true that if you know at what time of the day your mental performance is optimal, you can also organize your workday to take advantage of the hours when you are most productive and doing the activity which has the greatest impact on your work. Schedule your activities in advance and group related tasks together. We always have long lists of tasks to do. Instead of dedicating yourself to solve them as they appear on your list, take a calendar and schedule them per day in a defined schedule. This allows you to project how much time you will dedicate to each activity. It will be easier to track all your activities and stay on top of your deadlines. Batching similar tasks into defined blocks of time is often quite useful, as it allows the brain to focus on that specific group and avoid thinking about anything that is not in the list. For example, answering emails, returning non-urgent calls, and checking office correspondence are all separate categories that can group several tasks at once. Your brain needs time and energy to focus and get into a state of flow, a state in which your effectiveness is at its highest level. To manage the change of context that involves moving from one task to another of a different nature, your brain requires 15 to 35 minutes to get back to the optimal concentration point. For instance, if you are working on writing an article and you are interrupted to take a coffee with your colleagues, your mind will take precious time to refocus on the article. Use asynchronous communication. In asynchronous communication, the transmission of information does not occur simultaneously in time, and neither the sender nor the receiver expects an immediate response. The most traditional example of this type of communication is email, but you can also use Slack, Microsoft Teams, or any other chat technology that offer a better performance. Disable all notifications from your mobile, computer, or tablet applications. It will allow you to focus on work and be more productive. Remember that the brain takes on average 23 minutes to switch from one activity to another. If your attention is focused on something specific and you check your mobile when you receive a notification, your brain will take a while to refocus and you will have lost time. Don't worry, if it's something urgent, people will call you. Master communication techniques. In the work environment, it is important to use clear and precise communication, especially when writing messages or email. No one wants to waste energy and time trying to translate or interpret what you want to say. To avoid communication failures, be clear about the idea you want to express. Avoid words that make you seem insecure. I feel, I think, or maybe. Instead, you can clearly highlight the most important idea, who should do it, and the time it should take. Reasoning by analogy. Reasoning by analogy consists of doing something because someone else has already done it, or because it is done in the same way it has always been done. By decomposing the elements of the subject of study in its essential elements, you can find new alternatives or create new solutions from your own, based on the basic knowledge already acquired. Embracing feedback. Frequently re-evaluate the results of your actions. Evaluating how you got a positive result is as important as evaluating why you got a negative result. Negative feedback from your colleagues, or even from your own reasoning, allows you to question yourself and evaluate how you can improve, or if it is necessary to discard an idea completely and start from scratch. Re-evaluating what worked well allows you to recognize effective patterns or ways of proceeding that you can replicate for future processes, with the security of knowing that putting them into practice will give you satisfactory results. Mastering the topic. Reading and learning are fundamental because you can improve how you do things putting the knowledge you acquire into practice. Elon Musk is an expert in the knowledge of what is at the core of each of the areas he works with. Throughout his life, he has developed skills in many topics, which has allowed him to innovate, find solutions, and collaborate with experts in various areas. His way to learn is to find the fundamental principles of the subject he studies, rather than learning by analogy. He calls it seeing knowledge as a semantic tree. First, you understand the fundamental principles, or you learn the basics. These are the trunk and branches of the tree, and then you can already go towards the more specialized knowledge, which are the leaves of the tree. By mastering the basics of any subject, it is possible to transfer that knowledge to apply it in another area. We use the experiences learned in one field to solve problems in another. It is learning to recognize patterns that show how the leaves of one tree can connect with the leaves of another tree. In summary, Elon Musk's mastery of productivity stems from applying the 7 techniques we've explored in this video. Let's quickly recap these game-changing strategies. 1. Prioritize the start. Kick off your day with the most important task. 2. Block your time. Organize your tasks in advance and group similar ones together. 3. Avoid context switching. Understand that your brain needs time to transition between tasks. 4. Communicate asynchronously. Utilize asynchronous communication methods to ensure efficient work and meaningful, distraction-free interactions. 5. Reason by analogy. Break down complex problems into essential elements and find innovative solutions, drawing inspiration from analogous situations. 6. Embrace feedback, both positive and negative, to continuously evaluate your actions, learn from mistakes, and identify successful patterns. 7. Develop a comprehensive understanding of your field, following Elon Musk's semantic tree approach. Master the basics before delving into specialized knowledge. By applying these techniques, you can enhance your productivity, innovate in various fields, and ultimately achieve remarkable success. Remember, learning, adapting, and staying open to new approaches are keys to continual growth and achievement.